The late nights you spend trying to hold everything together are teaching you a discipline that ease never could. The relationships that ended and left you gutted are teaching you about your own worth, your own needs, your own capacity for love. The job you lost, the opportunity that slipped through your fingers, the diagnosis that changed everything, each of these is a brutal and unwanted teacher, but a teacher nonetheless. And the curriculum they are delivering is the most important one you will ever study, the curriculum of who you really are. There is a concept in Japanese culture called kintsugi. It's the art of repairing broken pottery with gold. When a bowl or a vase or a cup shatters, rather than discarding it or trying to hide the cracks, the craftsman fills them with gold lacquer, and the result is an object that is more beautiful than it was before it broke. The cracks become the most striking feature of the piece. They become the record of its history, proof of what it has survived, evidence of its resilience. And this is not just a philosophy of pottery. This is a philosophy of human life. Your breaks, your fractures, your failures, they are not things to hide. They are not signs of weakness. They are the places where the gold gets in. They are the places where your depth, your compassion, your wisdom, and your strength begin to show. But here is where most people get it wrong. Most people look at a struggle and ask only one question: how do I make this stop? And that is a natural question. Pain is not something we are wired to seek out or to enjoy. But when that is the only question we ask, we miss the more important ones. What is this struggle trying to show me? What is it requiring of me that I have never been required to give before? What is it building in me that nothing easier ever could? When you shift from asking, how do I escape this, to asking, what can I learn from this? Everything changes. Not the circumstances. Those may stay exactly as hard as they are, but your relationship to those circumstances transforms completely. You stop being a victim of your struggle and you become a student, and students grow. Victims only suffer. I want to talk to the person who is reading this in the middle of that storm, not the person who has already come through it and can look back with the gift of perspective. I want to talk to the person who is in it right now, who cannot yet see how any of this could possibly work out, who is tired in a way that sleep does not fix, who has cried in the car because they did not want anyone to see, who has smiled through conversations while carrying something so heavy they are not sure how much longer they can hold it. I want to talk to that person directly, and I want to say this: what you are carrying is real, the weight of it is real, the pain of it is real, the pain of it is real. You do not have to pretend it is not. You do not have to perform strength you do not feel. But I also want you to know, with every conviction I have, that you are not being crushed by this weight. You are being built by it. Your muscles, not the ones in your body, but the ones in your character, grow exactly the way physical muscles do. They grow under resistance. They grow when they are pushed beyond what they thought was possible. They grow in the places where they have been torn and healed and made stronger than before. The question is never whether the struggle will change you. It will. Struggle always changes us. The only question is whether we will let it change us into something greater or something diminished. And that question is answered not by the nature of the struggle itself, but by the choices we make inside it. Do you choose bitterness or do you choose curiosity? Do you choose isolation or do you choose to reach out for help? Do you choose to look at what you have lost or to look at what remains? Do you give up the story that things could be different, or do you hold on to it with everything you have? These choices made in the dark when no one is watching, when there's no applause and no encouragement, when it would be so much easier to simply let go. These choices are the architecture of the strength you are building. There is a reason why the people who have suffered the most often become the ones who give the most. There's a reason why those who have struggled longest are the ones who can sit with someone else in their pain without needing to fix it or rush past it. Struggle creates empathy in a way that comfort never can. When you have been in the dark, you know how to find someone else who is in the dark and sit with them. When you have felt hopeless, you know how to offer hope without making it sound cheap or easy. When you have had to find strength you did not know you possessed, you become living proof to others that they can do the same. Your struggle, when you transform it, does not just change you, it changes everyone you will ever touch with the life you go on to live. So I want to ask you something, and I want you to sit with the question rather than answering it too quickly. What if the hardest thing you have ever been through was also the most necessary thing? Not necessary in a way that makes it okay. Not necessary in a way that erases the pain of it, but necessary in the sense that without it, you would never have become who you are becoming. What if the road you are on, as broken and as difficult as it looks right now, is not the wrong road? What if it is exactly the right road, and the difficulty of it is not a sign that you have made a mistake, but a sign that you are on your way somewhere significant? Because roads to significant places are never entirely smooth. Roads to significant places require navigation. They require persistence. They require the willingness to keep walking even when you cannot see what is ahead. You were not given this life because it would be easy. You were given this life because you are capable of something extraordinary. And the path to extraordinary has always run directly through the difficult. Every struggle you are in the middle of right now is widening something in you. It is widening your capacity for resilience. It is widening your capacity for compassion. It is widening your capacity for joy. Because people who have known real pain know real joy in a way that people who have only ever been comfortable simply cannot. Your struggle is not the interruption of your life. It is the making of it. And when you come through it, and you will come through it, you will not be the same person who went in. You will be more. You will be stronger. You will be deeper. You will be ready. And that readiness, that hard-won, battle-tested, absolutely unshakable readiness is the gift that your struggle has been building for you all along.